Hey guys, it's Kat. May I say it took me fucking forever to get the right camera angle for this. I'm gonna start trying a lot harder with my YouTube videos to make my content better and maybe just better quality in general. But I tried, because I have a Canon Rebel T3i, which is kind of an older camera, but it's still like a pretty nice camera. And I just haven't figured out how to format it with the SD card that I have. Like, I don't know if I have the right kind of SD card to really shoot videos with that yet. So I need to figure that out before I can start recording with it, so I can shoot videos that are more than 3 seconds before the camera automatically stops recording. I know I've gained a lot of attention in the past few weeks ever since coming out with my story with the comedian Poe. I know my normal subscribers, like all 600 of you that watch my videos on a daily basis, have not seen that yet, and that is because the video is unlisted. But I will link my Instagram account where I update everybody on everything related to that situation, and the link tree that is in the bio of that account has the link to the YouTube video. I keep it unlisted because I don't want Poe's army coming after me. I know Poe has already seen the video, and that's what this video is going to be, is my response. Yeah, that's basically why the video is still unlisted and why it's not public yet. I will make it public when I feel like I'm ready to. But if you want to see the video, the link to it is in the bio of the Instagram account that I will link down below. There's a lot of things to cover, but the main things that I'm going to cover are the way that Poe responded to me, the way that my video was received, new information that I have learned since starting this Instagram account, which grew really fast. Shout out to Avery and Sock and Tiana and whoever else is running the LRP team Instagram account for getting my account out there and helping me share my story. I really appreciate the love and support. But yeah, with that, my account, the Instagram account that I made that updates everything and shares my own experience, on that Instagram account I take questions on live streams about my experiences with Poe, because I've known him for almost 6 years now. I feel like I've known him longer than anybody else that's on the train sharing their stories. I feel like I've known him longer than anybody else that's on the Cancel Poe train. So, you know, I have a lot more information than some people might have, and I'm able to provide insight from a perspective that maybe other people aren't able to, because I've known him for so long and I know his behavioral patterns well enough to speak about these things. But, yeah, so I started this Instagram account, and it kind of blew up overnight. I amassed over 200 followers within 2 days, which I really appreciate. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, but in short, Poe saw my video and had a response. This response wasn't as, I guess, obsessive or stabby as I thought it would be. Before I show the screenshot and get into other things, I'm gonna say one thing first. The first thing that I'm gonna address is the fact that he said, a girl I knew from high school. Now, to be fair, this could mean several things, but I'm sure honestly, because he lies so much, they lie so much, I don't know what they meant here, because they lie so much, it's kind of like you kind of have to second guess yourself whenever Poe opens their mouth. So, I took this 2 different ways. Poe could either mean this is somebody that I knew when I was high school age, or this is somebody that I knew directly from high school. We did not go to the same high school. I went to 2 different high schools in the time that I was friends with Poe. Poe went to one high school for all of their high school career, and I went to 2 different high schools in the time that I knew them. I'm younger than them, so we did not graduate together, we did not go to school together. So if, I don't know if they meant it this way, but if they meant, hey, I knew this girl from my high school, no. we didn't know each other from high school. They found me online. We did not go to high school together. We did not graduate together. I am younger than Poe. And the second thing that Poe goes on to say was that I said in my video that I was just jealous that his account blew up because it was unfunny and unoriginal, and a lot of other people that I specifically had put work into mine, but mine never will because I'm jealous and petty. Yeah, I did say that, and I am jealous of your platform because you are unfunny and you are unoriginal. Sorry. In the world of 2020, first of all, I wasn't just referring to me. I was referring to other people that we have been friends with that have gone on to do amazing things, whether that be costume design, cosplay. I, have a YouTube channel, cosmetology, or what have you, and they have not gotten nearly enough credit for what they are doing, which actually takes, effort. And Poe, you making a series that you've recycled over and over again from 2015 because it never blew up the way that you wanted it to. You're recycling that series over and over again and throwing homophobic and transphobic slurs around is not comedy. And of course, the next low blow is to say, like, she pretended to be friends with us? What the fuck? Yeah, I did pretend to be friends with you for years. One, because I thought that maybe working with you could help me grow socially and then help me get over my anxiety a little bit because my anxiety was really bad in most of the time that I knew Poe. Thought that those were the main reasons that I remained friends with Poe, and because back in 2016-ish, he made an apology video for all of his shitty behavior towards his family, not towards his friends at the time, which included me. Didn't make an apology video for that. He apologized mostly to his family, which, fine, whatever. And I was trying so hard to at least hold on and think that he had changed, and he has not changed. And I don't think he ever will. But then proceeds to call me ghetto. Look at my room, look at my hair, look at my face, look at my outfit, look at my nails. Do I look like the ghetto type person to you? I really feel like the only reason he said that, they said that, sorry, is because I am from Flint. I feel like that's literally the only reason they pulled that out. Because that's the only thing that's ghetto about me is the fact that I'm from Flint, Michigan. That's literally the only thing that even could be considered ghetto about me is because I'm from Flint. I have the emo kid bedroom, I have the emo kid hair, I've never really grown out of the alternative style. I'm covered in tattoos and piercings, not so much tattoos, but my face is heavily pierced. That's just kind of it just shows that, like, then he goes on to say, some people are just sad, just unfriend me and move on. You are a groomer and a pedophile, sir. That's not something that I can just move on from, especially if I was one of your victims, even though I don't consider myself a victim, for lack of better wording, we're using that word. You victimized me in your own way by soliciting naked pictures from me and showing them to people. You can say all you want that, somebody else did it, I wouldn't do that, they're perfect. I know you. You forget. I knew you for 5 years. I know how you are, I know how sexual and gross you are. I will not believe a damn word you say about my ex-boyfriend showing people those pictures, because I knew him on a level that you did not know him, and I know he wouldn't go that far. You, sir, would. So calling me ghetto and calling me an attention whore doesn't do anything. It just shows that you're ready to hit people with low blows because of where they're from and because of their past. If it wasn't for everything else, yeah, I would have just unfriended you and moved on, but you deleted your Facebook a long time ago, probably when all this stuff started coming out about you. So I didn't track how far back you deleted your Facebook, but I imagine it was sometime before all this stuff started coming out about you. So I couldn't have unfriended you even if I wanted to, because you wiped yourself off the platform. But, yeah. If I just didn't like you as a person and thought you were kind of a dick it would have been an easy move for me to just, okay, unfriend, move on, I don't have to talk to you ever again. But you are a pedophile, you are a groomer, and you are abusive. So I'm not just gonna unfriend and let that go. With all the information that I know about you, and after knowing you for so long, I know how you are. And I know that this whole grooming, manipulative, little conniving bullshit that you do, it's not new. This has been going on for 5, almost 6 years now. So this is not new. So of course I'm going to speak out on it if I have the opportunity to. I'm not just going to let that sit under the rug. There was something else that I wanted to address, but very briefly, and I'm going to tread lightly, because I said I wasn't going to address any of Poe's partners, which I still do want to stick to. Because ultimately I feel bad for both of them. I know that, like, you know, they fucked up too, but I think that that is a result of Poe manipulating them. So even though they are adults, yes, they can take responsibility for their own actions and understand what's going on. As somebody that's been manipulated emotionally, sexually, and a bunch of other different ways, I know what it feels like. And even though they can take responsibility for their own actions, I do feel incredibly bad for them, and they are being manipulated. So, the domestic violence case against Poe got dismissed. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I guess because the person that he hurt lied in court about what could have happened. I'm sorry, I'm ripping up a piece of a Band-Aid. Don't know how or why the case got dismissed, but either way, even if the no contact order is no longer in place, Poe violated that no contact order while it was in place. And I've spoken to police in Shelby County, Alabama, where he lives, or where he lived at the time that he was arrested. They were arrested. I'm sorry if I keep fucking up on pronouns. At the time that Poe was arrested, I've spoken to a police officer. I mean, like a cab, but, you know, I've spoken to a police officer about what to do, and basically what the police officer told me was that the person who was the victim in the situation, at least right now, would have to go to the DA and have something done. And she said that it's not uncommon for the victim to not come forward, which is really sad. Now, there's audio that exists of the night that Poe was arrested when they grabbed JJ in more ways than one. Alabama is a state that eats booty. Alabama is a state that is full of people that do not believe that people with vaginas should have rights. And I say people with vaginas because that isn't, like, tailored just towards women. You can be any gender and have a vagina. And people in Alabama are transphobic. They pass all these crazy abortion laws. They're very conservative, anti-LGBT, incesty, just mostly disgusting people. And I'm sorry if you live in Alabama. If you're not one of those people that I just mentioned, fine. But if you're transphobic and pro-birth and anti-LGBT, fuck you. You are a shit person. But continuing on. The fact that a domestic violence case was addressed, even addressed at all, in a state that doesn't believe that people with vaginas should have rights, let alone LGBT people, that speaks volumes to me, because Alabama is not a state that really listens to the stories of people with vaginas. And I'm just gonna say AFAB, because that sounds more put together. Alabama certainly doesn't respect AFAB people as well as a state like California or New York would. So the fact that the domestic violence case was even addressed, and the fact that the no contact order was put in place as something that had to do with his bond, that was not put in there by request of JJ or Kitty or Poe, the state or the fucking police department, somebody that wasn't directly involved, wasn't Kitty, wasn't JJ, wasn't Poe, none of them put that there. It was part of his bond, something like that. I don't remember all the terms, but that was put in there by the state or by the county. That speaks volumes to me. What could you have possibly done to JJ to have a state like Alabama put that in place, therefore protecting an AFAB person in a state that doesn't believe that AFAB people should have rights? What could you have done to JJ? That is my question to you. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's it. Yeah. The only people that really know what happened that night were the people that were there. So that would be Poe, JJ, Kitty. There is an audio clip that, I'm sorry if they're shaking and talking, my parents are in and out of the house. There's an audio clip that exists. I'm not going to put it here, but it is audio from the night of Poe's arrest. I'm going to put it on my Instagram. The same one. It's Poe is a Groomer is the name of the Instagram account that has basically everything that I have from my experience and just things that I've been picking up. It will have my screenshots from when Poe solicited naked pictures from me when I was a minor. I will be posting those too as well if you want to see those. But the audio from the night that Poe was arrested, I have it. It will be on that Instagram account. I will link it below. Again, the name is Poe is a Groomer, no spaces, no periods, no underscores. But yeah, it'll be there, and it's very sad. You can tell that JJ is very scared, and I feel for them, honestly. Even though they've been accused of being a liar, among other things, I do feel for them. I feel incredibly bad because I've been in a situation like that before, and I hope that someday JJ and Kitty can come to their senses and realize what kind of situation they're in and get away from Poe and maybe do what all the rest of us are doing, which is telling our stories to deplatform him, because this relationship is not healthy. A lot of people like to say that, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about, like, you're just ignorant, you're a hater. Let me remind you of one thing. I've known Poe for 5 years, you've never met them. If you're still supporting Poe because you just don't know what's going on, that's fine. Do your research, form your own opinion. But if you're still choosing to support Poe after all the proof of grooming, domestic violence, and all this other crazy shit is coming out, that is your own problem. If you choose to support a pedophile, a groomer, an abuser, that is your problem. And if you are coming here to hate on me solely because you stand by Poe, because you think that all this stuff is fake, that is your problem, not mine. But if you are just not knowing about the situation and you're just not caught up, you can do your research and form your own opinion. I'm not going to bash you for not knowing. Hi, editing cat. This is just one thing I forgot to mention. One thing that Poe loves to say whenever anyone comes out with this story is either that it's fake or it was taken out of context or that their proof is fake. He never said that my story was fake or that I was lying, so that speaks volumes to me. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if it comes out kind of long and I'm long-winded, but I hope you have a good rest of your day or night or whatever, wherever you are. Stay safe.